This is George. We're going to be doing some Scandinavian braiding today. You will need to prepare for this little bit because you'll need some weights for the bottom of the threads, which I've made out of some wood cookies just sliced up with holes in. You might need a carabiner, but you could just tie it up overhead, and you'll need some wool or some thread. I will show you how to make those. This is a little bit like the rope making and braiding machines that they've got at Masson Mills and at Belper North Mill in the Derwent Valley Mills World Heritage Site, the home of the sort of factory system, and where they use the cotton braids from making these braids. So we're going to have a go at that today. Okay, so for our Scandinavian braiding, or Nordic slinging it's sometimes called, you're going to need 4 weights. So, and we've got 2 sets of symbols on those. So I've just made these out of just discs of wood which I've drilled a hole in to be weights. You could do something else as weights, but as long as it's something that's going to hold the thread down and that you can catch later on. Okay, so I was first taught this by Chris at purpleshirtstudios.com, so thank you, Chris. I'm going to have another go at it now. So what you want, each weight needs a double length of thread on it, probably about twice as long as the actual thing you want to make, the piece of cord you want to make. So I'm just going to show you how to attach one of them. I'll start with my grey here. So I've got it doubled over. What I'm going to do into a lark's foot, you take your loop, post it through the hole, easy said than done. Not take the scissors. So you've posted your loop through the hole. Then you take your 2 threads to the back, pull those through, and pull it tight. So you've got those attached, and you're going to do that, and you can either use 4 different coloured threads, 3, 2, however, you're going to get a different pattern depending, and this is actually what you're going to be making. You're going to make a corded thread. So we've got our 4 weights with 2 pieces of thread on each, and I've just knotted them at the top. Then I want to make a little loop to hang them up with. So you could leave these long enough so that you can actually tie it onto a higher branch or onto a washing line. I'm just going to put these in a knot quickly. And then I'm going to attach my carabiner so that it's easy to hang up high. And I'll show you how you actually do the slinging bit and braiding bit in a second. Okay, so these are the Scandinavian braiding, and we've got our weights on, and they're friendship braids because it actually needs 2 people. So I have borrowed Steve from Steve Beeves Outdoors to help me with this. So we've got 2 different symbols. We've got stars and moons, so Steve's going to take a star in his right hand and a moon in his left hand and stand opposite me. And I'm going to do the same, so I'm going to have a star in my right hand and the moon in my left hand. So we're going to sling them across to each other, pass them across to each other. So we're going to start with our right hands, and the back of my right hand is going to pass by the back of Steve's right hand. And as we let go, we're going to catch the one that's coming towards us, if that makes sense. So we're going to go right and that, and then we do the same with left. So the back of my left hand against the back of Steve's left hand. So we go left, and we keep going right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. Just stop a second. So we've had a little practice. You will get in a little bit of a knot, but you can see it starts to braid from the top and make that rope pattern. So we're going to keep going. right, left, right, left, right. Left, just stop. So as you start to get your braid growing, you might need to stand a little bit closer. You can be doing the same thing. So right, left, right, left, right, left. Right, left, stop. Okay, I'm just going to pinch it where it's got to, because that's about as long as I want it to be. Clip carabiner. So that's your braid, and then you can just tie a knot in the end where you've got it to. So we've made our braid there, and we can turn it into a bracelet or a bangle or a lanyard or anything at all you wanted from your rope.